I don't know about you. I'd love to be a robot.
Be interesting.
I mean, I don't think we'd be necessarily robots. We'd be kind of like cyborgs, you know, get like cybernetic enhancements, like, I don't know, like a proton cannon and jetpacks, you know, all that cool stuff.
I'll go land so many hooks. Okay. Thresh from that game is noting that a lot of positioning issues happened from Lucian. Made it very easy to kind of just land hook, because if you're playing as a Thresh, look for like, oh, he was always low. Sorry, for some reason I thought that he was against them. Yeah, Lucian might have been getting caught out a little bit too much by Sona Qs, by, I mean, like if you just take a bunch of auto attack harass, you're gonna be low all the time anyways. Is that a Yeti? What? Alright, making the second game, guys. Are you going to be sticking with us for this one, Wally? Are you...
Yeah, I cleared out some of the prior stuff that I had, so I can keep spectating with us and playing around.
Alright, setting up the next game, guys. Changing it a little bit for you.
What's the password this time?
Cereal, but S-E-R-I-A-L. My mic, lol? What about my mic?
I don't hear anything wrong with your mic.
I hope not. Like it's just probably because it's very, very large in my screen. It's
oh, yeah. I didn't even realize you had your cam up there.
Yeah.
See, I need to get a stand-up. That's nice.
How can I listen to what you were commenting criticisms on for the game? Well, Dark Ninku, we will be posting these on to YouTube. I don't do it, but they will be posted on YouTube. So if you follow T-Force Podcast Twitter, or just follow them on oh my gosh, how do I do things on YouTube? You can do it that way. They should post when they go live, and also you can just watch past broadcasts. You can actually just go into Twitch, find the past broadcasts, and this will be the most recent one, so you can just watch it from there if you want. Yeah.
He was the Zinzao. Did you have anything to say? Maybe
we have some stuff at the end. I mean, I don't want to go.
Yeah,
I don't want to go over everything right now again.
Yeah, I dig it. Yeah, definitely. If you're looking up for some pointers on yours at the very end.
Oh, okay. No, this is not a Yeti mic. Sorry, I have no idea what you're what you're asking. No, this is a Samsung CO1U. It's what pretty much everyone on the podcast, like on the T-Force proper, on the LCS rundown, use for their mics. So it's pretty awesome. All good. Dark Ninku, I will. No, we're good. T-Force. That should give you the link. All right, so we need.
And you said they uploaded it on YouTube too, as well.
Yeah. Everything gets uploaded. Every podcast, every battle arena for both. Like we have 3 battle arenas now. We have EU West, we have North America, and Oceanic. I actually got to do the EU West one time. Tell the guys in the game to let different people join for game 2. Yes, we have actually only like okay. There's 4 people. There's 4 people from last game. If we don't have, if we don't have the same people, it'll be. We can do it. Sorry. Okay, I've done better at Thresh. I know my position was awful, but I feel like if I moved it all to get a CS, I'd eat it. Kentia, you were Lucian, weren't you? No, yeah, you were. I mean, if more people want in, if we have more people who are trying to get in, then we will allow them to. Well, we might kick some people. I don't want to say that, but
But right now we still have 3 open spots for anyone new that is trying to join in. So there's no pressure.
I'm gonna grab another beer real quick because apparently I need to have options in case people die to white.
Oh man, yeah, forgot all about that. We don't like to talk about that.
All right, be back in a second. Feel free to keep talking. I'll be listening. I just my mic stays here though.
Yeah, go for it. But oftentimes there's not enough new people to require no repeats. Yeah, I don't know. This is my first time doing the Battle Arena as well, so definitely try to get some new people in here, but either way it's happening. How many games are we doing tonight? I think we're doing like 2 or 3, so maybe one more game after this. We'll see how this one goes. I don't know if this ends up being like a 3-hour game, which I've never sat through at all, but hey, it could still happen. Then, might have to call it after that, but I don't know if we have any additional planning after programs after this or anything like that. I thought Isolation Q was enough. Oh, yeah, not when you are not maxing your Q. The W heal could have saved you potentially, but you had used that already. Obviously, you probably would have done that before, but it used to be so big. Oh, then you need to get back in on this then. Rumble Pit. See, right now I feel like I'm just spectating and watching a conversation on Twitch chat right now. I'm just sitting there on the outside. Oh, our summoner school. That is my jam right there. I got a lot of people, met a lot of people in League through summoner school and coaching. I didn't even realize you guys were active on there. You know you're not good enough, dude. If you're in your promos for silver, you're 1-1, then you deserve to be there. Like, I hate it when people try to say that, oh, I don't deserve to be in this division, I don't deserve this or that. I mean, if you're in the spot that you're in and you played legit, then you deserve to be there. Like, don't anyone tell you otherwise.
Alright, so we need, what, 2 more?
Yeah, 2 more.
I gotta read chat. I don't know if there's anything else I...
Oh, they were having a long conversation, Spork and Zakina.
Zakina Box.
Yep. They were...
That's Zach B.
Okay.
Wait, he's a mod on here too? Mods. Yeah, I'm a mod. Everyone on the podcast, on either podcast, are mods.
But yeah, Spork, the thing with Summoner School is, yeah, it's designed a lot for people that are in, like, bronze and silver to, you know, improve on it. They're, like, once you hit gold and platinum, you start to have a better understanding, and the advice that you need is not so generic that you would expect from, like, bronze and silver. You need more specific tutored like advice that is catered to you. You know, you're either being too aggressive, you're doing this or that, and it's not something that you could just really cover in a like in a generic post by someone. You need like actual VODs to like see and critique someone on that play at that level. Because up until then, you can just kind of just be like, yeah, you know, CS better, practice last hitting, ward more. Like, it's like, you don't need that after a certain level.
Wait. Okay, so Spork's actually gonna do this. This will be fun. Definitely no jungling in this game. All right, so are we ready?
I am. I'm ready to go.
I mean, I am. Go for it. Who's in charge? Kentia. Okay, Kentia is. If he doesn't recognize that, tell you have start power. Because it just goes to random after that. So. God, I need to. I really wish I'd gotten the layouts. Like I'd asked for layouts before this, because this looks so bad. But whatever. Let's see. We're doing NESL Champion Select because. Oh, Summoners. There we go.
How many things you got ready to go just on
scenes?
Off top, yeah.
On scenes, I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have 17 scenes.
That you can just pull out of your ass right now.
I mean, yeah, I could just go to a bunch of different ones. I can go to the T-Force podcast one from when I had to host the podcast, which I just did for fun. Now, no, not VG Champ Select. What am I doing? NESL Champ Select. Because I did another tournament too that I had 3 other overlays for as well. And then just random ones. Just a small overlay from the game. Okay. I mean, I was looking at one of the past things. I was like, oh, they had little overlays. That'd be helpful. But it doesn't really matter. It's not like we're going for advertisements or anything here. It's just for you guys.
Just for y'all. Oh, we got Rise Zed and Morgana banned once again. I guess the Zed was scary enough where you just have to take him out. I didn't think he was like the biggest impactor last game, but
got ahead early. But
yeah, he had the lead on Akali. Again, I think that matchup could have gone either way though. Just Akali just was too greedy in that sense. But then
it was the beginning of the game snowballed, unfortunately, because she lost her flash and then lost exhaust and then got killed. Like there was
right.
it was a very visible snowball that you could tell pretty easily. Does it still have me as? Wait, it didn't change that? Dang it. Yeah, you did great. You did great.
Thanks, he says. Like, yeah, I'm the best. Oh, whoa, did you just unmod him or something?
Wait, what?
Off top?
What?
Like, he had the mod tag and now it's just disappeared.
What? No one would have done that.
I don't know, just a little surprise. Yasuo and then Fiora bans.
Again, oh god, the stompers. Fiora can stomp at lower elos.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't see her too often in general, but hey, I mean, maybe there's like a select player on blue team that is just a Fiora main. Maybe someone gets too traumatized from seeing Fioras being played too frequently. I don't know. But I can say that if you do get a fed Fiora on your team, then you're pretty set. Split push and team fight, just too much. Too much.
Yeah. I don't know what Doug's talking about in Skype chat right now.
Wow. Oh god. I wish Doug would tune in here.
I know, right? He
Maybe if
probably
we say
will.
his name 3 times, he'll show up.
Yang Zui, Yang Zui, Yang Zui.
Biggie Smalls, Biggie Smalls, Biggie Smalls.
All right. Ooh, a Sejuani pick would be fun. Like, see, it's difficult to like analyze team comps when this is essentially like solo queue. I know we've done it for tournaments. You can analyze comps, but like, I feel like it's going to be comfort picks and people wanting to learn stuff on there, whoever they're picking up here.
Yeah, and I also think it contends the level of play too for how much they focus on putting in on the composition, which in like silver play doesn't happen too frequently. It's just, you're right, it's all champions that they have played before or want to improve at or and whatnot. When you get up to the higher levels, diamond and even to an extent like high plat, you can see people tailoring picks towards one thing or another. But like right now, it's just like said, it's Lucian strong, Braum's cool, which is Lucian Braum bot lane is actually a very devastating lane. And then Jace is a popular pick, so why not? Let's get him too. Well, Sion rework, he's cool. Evelynn stealth, yeah, let's go with that.
Sorry, I'm taking care of a few things.
No, you're cool. Yeah, it's just really, I kind of just off the top, I like the Sejuani. I have not seen played too often. She had a little bit of a spurt where she got popular on like Reddit, and like AP Sejuani montage were coming out left and right. Just the burst damage that was dealt from that. I don't know if that's what we'd be seeing from Sedge, but like that was actually a really interesting way to play this game. Kind of a fresh take is just AP Sejuani burst damage, just off the charts. Shen picked up top, Evelynn in the jungle.
Yeah, sorry for the audio issues for a sec, guys. Loading up Twitch while also streaming is not exactly the best thing. Now it should be back to normal. You sound like a robot. All right. Here's something I don't know. In Twitch chat or Wally, you might be able to tell me. Will Braum ult block a crescendo?
Well, Braum's ult. Oh, you're talking about the shield wall?
Yeah. So, what am I talking about? Unbreakable. Unbreakable and ult are totally the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, Braum's, what will happen is he will absorb the shield, but he will be the only one that's stunned. And that's
okay, that's what I thought
happens for. Right. Anything that is a projectile like that, he will absorb. So, like, for example, if it was like maybe a Braum versus a Braum drops his drops the ultimate, pulls up the other Braum has the unbreakable. The ultimate will still travel across Braum because that is an AoE ability underneath. That's not a projectile in that sense. It acts kind of like a projectile, but it really is an AoE ability.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Sona's would get blocked.
Braum, Sona ult. I'm just checking this real quick. I'm curious. There it goes.
Do. Intermissions, yeah. I am Lord.
The list that I'm seeing says Sona ult should be blocked.
Yes.
Okay.
And Twitch chat's agreeing with me as well.
Okay, yeah, that would be the one that you like. Whenever I see a Braum, I usually like to think, all right, what is going to be that one target I want to be blocking, and that would probably like look for it's like Nami tidal wave. You see a Nami against a Braum, you're like, if he doesn't use it, like save his unbreakable for tidal wave, you need to rethink what you're doing with unbreakable.
There's a couple of abilities that stick out to me, and really the Crescendo's one, and the other is the Jace cannon.
Yeah.
once that gets maxed to, level 9, he has his penetration items going, brutalizer into a last whisper, because generally that's what Jaces want to do. That will be doing a significant amount of damage. Braum will, throw up the shield and block out some of that, and yeah, it'll take away a lot of the damage coming out from him. I'm kind of repeating myself right now. I kind of don't know where I'm going with this. You ever say something, you just go, yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing.
Yeah, you had a train of thought and you're going towards something. And
yeah, I had something
you get there
mind.
and then you keep talking and you're like, I should have stopped like 5 seconds ago. Crap.
I got my point across. Why am I still going? But yeah, no, I feel like that would be the best option in a poke scenario, as opposed to the engage that Sona has. But this time, as opposed to the last game that we saw, Blue Team actually has a decent engage in this with through Evelynn. So Sona doesn't have to actually do the flash crescendo. She can use that more for peeling against Sedge when she dives in, or Gnar when he turns into his Mega Form. So, I think if you're Braum, you're really just trying to peel out some of that long-range damage that's being dealt from Blue Team.
Yeah, I didn't look at this until right now, but the chain AoE CC is insane from Red Team right now. Because if Sejuani can hit, Sejuani or Gnar can really engage it, with Braum being follow-up at either second or third. But Sejuani ulting, followed by a Gnar, which I know is a hilarious way of saying it, a Gnar. A Gnar into a wall, and then a Glacial Fissure. Holy crap. Like, you don't move for a long time when that happens. So,
yeah, it's devastating.
It can be if the combo works, that could be incredibly strong. And just Lucian and Ziggs just saying, you guys can't move, I'll just auto attack whenever I feel
they're
like
just dropping Mega Inferno bombs and culling the crap out of them all in just one line. Yeah, there's a lot that can happen if everything goes right. And really just that the blue composition is so like disengagey. They have Ziggs with his minefield, Sejuani if she wanted to ult afterwards to drop a slow, Braum with his Q, Gnar with his boomerang as well. They just have so many different ways to like step away from a fight and then simultaneously engage at the same time. While Blue Team has more of a, hey, we have to just dive in.
Yeah.
And then if you chase after us, Jace will drop a Q on your face. But after that, there's not too much more beyond that. Key highlight that I think we should see is how this Evelynn builds. The most popular build has been, just going full tank after getting the Spirit of the Lizard Elder. But the damage nerfs on that happened, I believe, in... I forget which patch it was. It was like 2 patches ago. Really took her out of favor. So, should be interesting.
All right, there we go. Sorry,
yeah, I got to set up everything.
I
got to set up everything too.
So there's I'm trying to remember who was last pick on. I think it was Eve and Shen were last pick on blue side. Not a lot of magic damage coming out. Like, there's actually a very, very big lack of. There's a ton of AD on blue side, but if there's some armor being built up by, I don't know, people who build armor all the time like Braum and Gnar and Sejuani, that's gonna be rough, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But then again, Jace has so much AD damage out of it that, like, even if Sejuani and Gnar decided that they wanted to build, just a lot of AD off top, they have the penetration or the champions that prioritize penetration first, that they could just avoid some of that armor stacking that they're doing. Ooh, Jace drops the Q.
Jace, that's a really bad place to be. 2 more autos.
Especially, bam, there's the stun.
If they want to flash.
Ooh!
Oh, the winner's
Oh
bite.
man, that is the only thing that could have gone worse in that scenario is if someone that wasn't the support got the kill. Like
Yeah,
if
it's not
Ziggs,
horrible, but it's
it's
obviously not
still
great.
that's not something you want to do.
Yeah, that's
And also, we're left in another scenario like the last game where we have the mid laner without a flash.
yeah. He's a little bit more mobile at early levels and can deal with ganks better than a Kali can in the form of Jace with the hammer being able to knock people away or be able to use the gate to get some distance. But yeah, without a flash at level 1, I wouldn't say Sejuani's ganks are the strongest, so it's not as scary as Kha'Zix and Zed were in the previous game. Not great. There wasn't
I think
that was like that we were talking last game about the risk versus reward. There wasn't a lot to be gained from walking up there. Obviously, hindsight 2020 for that, you end up dying, but I don't know what was really wanting to be gained there because you were going to at best place a ward and know that they're starting blue. Maybe throw out a shock blast to do some damage, but it wouldn't be enough to really influence it. So, I don't know.
I think the big thing that's going to come out of that is Jace doesn't have as much luxury to be as aggressive as he wants to be early in these levels. And Ziggs getting a lot of poke damage off from that range should, have a relatively easy time going up there and doing all that damage, because if Jace goes in, he puts himself at risk, and here's a stun.
That could be it. Yeah, force flash. That was just unfortunate positioning. You saw Braum was able to just. I mean, if you can get a winner's bite, you're going to get free autos, and Lucian is the best at taking advantage of it. And suddenly, it's just even up summoners. Sejuani does.
And that's
pick
what we were
pick
talking about.
Well, yeah. I mean, if say that was even summoners to start the fight, Jace doesn't go down there, but unfortunately, it's 2-for-0 to start the game, and Sejuani, I mean, I don't want to say that Sejuani snowballs really hard, and that's just a horrible pun on the fact that she's a snow-based, ice-based champion. No.
Oh,
Sona,
man.
you had your flash. You could have gotten out of that. That's unlike last game where there was a flash burn that you said, okay, there's no way they're surviving. That would have been a survive.
Yeah, you're underneath
dodging the
your
Ardent
turret.
Blaze. Ardent Blaze, you would have survived that.
Yeah, you're underneath your turret. They would have had to extend themselves a lot to try to get that kill, and that could have turned into a 2v for one favor if they even kept going for it. So that's not an instance where you're, what is it, like 30 yards from your turret, and you still have another like 5 seconds to get back underneath that. That was just, not the best decision, but again, it's cool. It's just not looking too saucy for the red team at the moment.
It's looking exactly saucy for the red team. Well, actually, I don't know what saucy means in this sense.
Oh, it's usually saucy is a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I don't know what. Oh boy, here comes Eve. Eve's got not a lot of ability to keep Lucian around.
I don't know why she used her dash first. She had the angle on Lucian in that instance to just walk up and start doing that. Then he dashes afterwards. You use your speed up immediately after he dashes, and you catch ground, and you're able to do more damage. She probably could have done twice as much damage. Maybe not net the kill, but put more pressure in.
Spork, that's why you don't have mod power right now on the channel. But no, but honestly, it's kind of like the Amumu. Amumu is like the classic example of
Right.
how early level ganks go wrong for lower elo. That Sona is really ballsy with 3 stacks of concussive blows on her, but Amumu's will, and this is just the same thing. Amumu's will try to bandage from brush to catch up when you could just walk up and start autoing, and if you force a flash, then you could bandage afterwards. If you don't need to, like they didn't see you already. They didn't see Eve coming in, so you could have just walked up, and then once they start reacting and use abilities to get away, save that speed up and at least increase your damage a significant amount. You might not get the kill still, but you're not maximizing your potential chance to get said kill. It's like that. This sense, yeah, that was you needed to catch up because you had Sona getting killed there, and so that's fine. Yeah, Spork. I'm glad you're watching. or at least listening to us at the same time. But yeah, it's one thing that people don't always think about is maximizing your, like we talked about risk and reward. Maximizing your chances are also great. Like you might say, oh, I gave up this one auto attack, but it's not that big a deal. It's like, well, you're still not going for max potential, and if you go for max potential and you still fail, then sure, you can know that, okay, I wasn't getting that kill anyways. But see, like, this is going to be a dead.
Yeah, like that was another instance of why did you go and do that? What did you have to gain out of that? You put out a little more damage on someone who has more health than you, which, I mean, yeah, there's some benefit to that. But then what did you have to lose? Well, Braum didn't have just walked up and autoed. He didn't even use his shield in that instance. I need to know the name of these.
Unbreakable.
I'm gonna go check that.
Unbreakable.
Is that Unbreakable?
Unbreakable is the E. Stand behind me.
No, Winter's Bite. Winter's Bite.
Oh, yeah. Uses the shield. I'm like, well, that doesn't really. That's not what. Oh,
right.
Spork. No, Spork.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. Great flash. Great flash there from Sona. I realize that's because she didn't use it earlier, and I'm half eating my words, but we're not talking about that.
She used it correctly though.
No, that was great. That Winter's Bite landing was a Thresh death sentence, in essence.
Yeah, but what was I about to say? Yeah, so like Jinx walked up in there, Braum just autoed. He didn't need to use his Winter's Bite, and then they got a stun off immediately. Like when you're playing against the Braum, you have to consider a lot of these like factors from some of these champions. Like, hey, like maybe it's not a good idea right now to walk up in auto range of the support. That's usually a general good rule of thumb to begin with.
It depends on your support, though. And in this sense, of course, getting near a Braum is the place that Braum... Think about it. It's the place that Braum wants you. Whereas if you have a Sona, like in the sense, like Jinx does, you guys have the poke advantage, and you need to try to take advantage of that more than going for full-on engages. Like, Sona does a lot of damage, but is incredibly squishy, and if she gets hit by a Winter's Bite 'cause she's out of position, she will die quicker than minions will. So... Oh, wow,
wow.
Didn't actually stun. I'm surprised. The bolus, whatever, Frozen Bola, something. It has a title. The Frozen Glacial Prison. Oh, Frozen Tomb, Glacial Prison, Sejuani, Lysandra. Whatever.
It's cool. Yeah. Yeah, no, if it hits the targets directly, it stuns, but if it comes within just...
It's close, it just slows.
Yeah, it just slows them. It did look like I was kind of surprised that it didn't get a stun off on, I believe it was the Evelyn in that instance, but I mean, hey, it still netted
They didn't need it,
to kill anyways.
So this is a point, alright, I'm actually going to make a point here. Jinx and Sona right now have a huge advantage in lane because Lucian is gone. This is a point when you can be, Sona should be over in here, she should be trying to poke down Braum. Jinx can be doing it too in between autos to last hit. You might as well take advantage of the fact that you have you have a player advantage. You have a 2-on-1. Why not throw down poke, which would have, well, you stopped Braum from recalling, which is great.
There she goes, getting close again.
Yeah. See, now it's horrible. Now it's a horrible decision because you've got Lucian around to put out the damage that Braum is lacking in. And now that you've been stunned, a full culling to the face almost completely takes down Jinx. But
they almost turned that around though.
But see, if you go in earlier there, think about how low Braum is now. You either had him much farther away. That might be a kill. I hate that I'm eating my words right now, but you can take more advantage of your situation there because you have that two person versus one advantage, and that's, oh my gosh, if they really turn this into 2 kills, I'm not unhappy about it. I just don't like. I like that they're turning around, but I also hate that it's like you did stuff wrong and then got 2 kills.
Right. Yeah. I mean, she wasn't level 6 when they did that engage, so yeah, technically they were, doing some things wrong, but they just got a net positive out of that. That fight mid is crazy.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
Let's go back to that. There we go.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. The directed camera. But yeah, that is something. Wally and I are both support players. Like I try to remember all the time, even if it's not just, even if you're not getting damage down, you might as well zone them from experience. Like you're getting small advantages, and that's that optimizing your advantages as much as possible.
Absolutely.
Terrible teleport. Oh boy, there's gonna be a fun teleport in a little bit. The crescendo, not necessary there. Sorry, that was not the time to crescendo.
This is pretty good for Shen right now. I mean, he's got like his armor up. Yeah, he doesn't want to fight Gnar in the sense. I was hoping he wasn't going to continue this fight. Because I was just going to say how he could teleport and apply pressure to other parts of the map, especially like this bot lane where there seems to be fights going on constantly. He hasn't used his ult yet, which is the big net positive of Shed, is being able to split push or teleport during that mid and early game.
Oh boy. So Sejuani could put down a lot of damage here, but I think that it's not going to be anything too crazy. Go away, Jinx. Yeah, back off. Get rid of the concussive blows because you're going to get stunned and take a lot of extra damage. I didn't. Sorry, boss fight. I didn't watch earlier, but Shen should not be winning this lane. All things, like everything else not considered. Also, don't bother using your unbreakable against turret shots. Doesn't do anything.
Okay, here's something that I think is huge on Shen too. Like, there shouldn't be a reason for him to win, especially since he just finished like his merc checks. Like right now, if Gnar doesn't take advantage over the missitemization, then there's a problem.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's
really
crazy.
Nice winner's bite. Very nice winner's bite. Oh wow. Okay, glacial fissure should almost never work like that. Oh no, the winner's bite might not land. Oh, never mind. There's the barrier has barrier from her ult has. Oh, what a nice shield. How is Eve alive?
What is happening?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was crazy.
Oh, there's the teleport we're talking about. I'm really excited to see what Gnar does here, and I mean by excited I mean he's gonna. Teleport. No, it wasn't. He already said how bad it was in chat. Oh yeah, that was kind of not the right fight, because you're not gonna.
Oh my gosh, this bot fight is just so exciting. I don't want to deal with that.
But okay, going back to that Gnar Shen, like Gnar has the range advantage. Obviously melee versus ranged. That should be able to put down early damage on a Shen. I think he started Dorn's Shield, which is a very smart buy, of course, against a Gnar, against any ranged champion, to be fair. But you should win that lane. Shen doesn't exactly crush people in lane. Like he doesn't do a lot of damage. He kind of just survives in lane and then impacts the game in other ways. He's a horrible.
You shouldn't be in position to get taunted, which is when Shen actually starts to get his trades off. You shouldn't be in position to get taunted until you become your mega form, which if he taunts you in mega form, then immediately when you come out of it, you'll be out trading him. So any instance where you're losing the Shen in both CS and losing out in trades, you're not playing it correctly as the Gnar. And I also don't like the itemization top lane from both of them to begin with.
Yeah, Triforce is usually what we kind of I usually see on Gnar. I kind of.
I wasn't even thinking Triforce.
Or Bork can work too. Oh no! Oh,
see,
did he block it?
There we go.
He blocked. He blocked the crescendo. Blocked the crescendo. Nice play there, from Cap. But okay, go ahead on that itemizing thing.
No, I'm a huge fan on the for Gnar. Shen does primarily magic damage, so I don't have too much of a problem with the brutalizers, but I do have a problem with the ninja tabies.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's just no reason to. Like, if anyone, they should have traded. If they traded boots, it would have made more sense for both of them.
We got a rage quit. Not really a rage quit, but you guys. Okay, it's not super important because you're not talking to each other, but you could pause this. This is tournament draft, but that's maybe not something to think about too much because of the DC. Yeah, Ninja Tabby don't really make a lot of sense here. Because even though there's a lot of that AD coming out from the blue team, it only benefits you when it's Gnar. You have to Gnar to the wall here. There you go.
Oh, that is great. Good play by him.
Nice fight. Oh, that was unfortunate flash.
That was brilliant. Like, because it actually wasn't a bad flash, but just the auto attack range still happened there.
Woo!
And good heal.
That heal barely survived. Sorry for headphone users. Brutalizer is like best. No. Okay, that's fair. It works. Yeah, it benefits everything that he does.
I was thinking, along the lines, if you wanted to go for resistances on Gnar, you either go get the health, which accentuates the damage on his Wallop and Gallop. I forget the name of the other one, but I know
Gallop?
one's called
He has
Wallop.
he has a build.
Wait, hold on. I was just calling it Gallop because that was the thing that came to mind. Ooh, fight mid.
Oh, nice glacial prison. Gallop? Wallop? Hop
Mm.
and crunch? Hyper and wallop? No.
Oh, Hop and Crunch. Yeah, I
Oh,
got
crunch.
them
I was
abilities
like,
mixed up. Hyper and Wallop. Those were the ones. But no, the Wallop. Not the Wallop. God dang it! I can't. There I am, just going mixing abilities up again, even right after I looked at them. Hop and Crunch do max health damage.
max health, yeah.
So you could just build either health or magic resist, both ways of surviving and sustaining in lane, and get damage out of it to just survive against the Shen. So you could have traded out the Ninja Tab and got that. I see that he got the Giant's Belt now, which is helpful if he builds the Sunfire Cape, which is a great item on him.
Mm-hmm. This should be yeah. The no Flash was just burned from Ziggs.
Yeah,
so,
no vision by Ziggs there. Kind of.
Yeah, okay, so Miss Fish talking about Tabby super good versus double 80 carry team. That's true if this was actually like a double auto attack 80 carry team. I don't personally think it is one of those because Jace's main source of damage comes from his EQ combo and cannon form. He does get a lot from autoing and stuff. Autoing and using his hypercharge, I believe it is, his W and cannon form. But it's if you had like Zed or you had like a Master Yi as jungle, you don't have like the main forms of damage from Eve would be your Q, from Jace is going to be his abilities. Jinx, of course, yeah. It's a lot of damage from autos, but you need to like Ninja Tabi aren't effective unless it's against a lot of auto attacks. It of course gives armor, but you can go for I think many other things, and I don't like it unless you're going against like Zed Yi is kind of two that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, and honestly, that's a great point to make too. I was going to say something a little different, but that makes a lot of sense for you. Jace doesn't have the most auto attack damage. They are very caster focused with their damage.
Their combos,
yeah, their comp. Excuse me, but still, even then, like let's say that you wanted to build and that they had the Master Yi in their lane and as their jungler, and they had maybe another auto attack based champion. Yeah, it would be a good idea to get the Ninja Tap Eyes. I still wouldn't agree getting it this early though. Again,
Yeah,
it's a
it's
lane
very
where
early.
you're in a Shen. It's just there's no reason to get it at this time. Ooh, great stun. Ooh, and slow.
Okay, so one small misplay there. Like okay, and it's not on red team, except that they might get taken down by turrets here. Trying to kill the turret. Yep, gonna die.
Oh,
Turrets
bad teleport.
can cancel that. Oh, the Gnar. Oh wait, stuns up. Well, not the right things, but yeah, Gnar's gonna go down here. That was one of those teleports that you could cancel and and say, all right, you know what, I'm totally okay with it. But the oh gosh, what was the point I was gonna make? Why am I losing my train of thought? Talk for a second. I'm.
Oh yeah, no. Ooh,
Nice play
big
by
damage.
Ziggs.
Yeah, that was really just a close fight on both of their ends.
I know what I was gonna say.
Ziggs.
I know what I was gonna
Okay,
say.
go.
The Jace almost got away from that. He was pretty close, and he put the gate a bit far away. Like he put it as though it was like a thresh lantern. Like it was going to be you needed to get it to his teammate more than you needed it for himself. And could have just put it on yourself, like directly on top of yourself, and then maybe got a little bit extra speed. I keep not wanting to keep saying optimizing things, but I think it kind of makes sense here. Like you might as well give yourself the best chance of it. And if you'd put like I don't know that he would have survived if Gates right on top of him at that point, but you have a better chance than the alternative, which was what happened. So because he never reached it because he died beforehand.
Yeah, the placement for a lot of gates like that is usually in a scenario where, yeah, you're trying to disengage, and then after you hit that point where everyone crosses the line and gets the speed boost, and then immediately afterwards you can dish some damage out and queue into the enemy team. Ooh,
Nice
this is actually a good fight right here.
I mean, it was a good crescendo, but the consistent damage from Lucian is a bit too much for Jinx right now. Oh, the Stand United could save her. Probably, it's going to save her. But Ziggs now caught out. Eve should pop ult. Doesn't have it, though. Now just picked it up. And it gets too stunned up to even be able to use it. Oh, the Mega Inferno Bomb. Wow, this is a very nice wipe for red. They should at least get a turret here. Jace should not try to fight this. He can try to poke. He should try to poke a little bit. He can fire off a little bit from the side. But it's almost maybe better to come back into the base and try to save their turrets.
Yeah, he just caught out by a ward.
Now
like,
he can. Now he can a little bit.
Position.
Nar's not in position to Mega Gnar. Okay, now
if he would have just gone back earlier, he would have been in a better position to defend that turret instead of just off on the side doing nothing at the moment. Like, yeah, you drew some people away from the inhib, but he could have saved the turret if he actually went back.
Oh,
potential.
That's no, Sona. You're gonna get the kill thanks to Eve, but that's a little bit unfortunate.
No
yawning.
Really...
No yawning.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so the way that I actually have I'm watching this on the laptop right now. It's on my chest at the moment, and then I'm kind of like looking up at it.
Oh, nice burst.
Ooh, wow.
Take down Jace real quick.
See, we have that Sejuani build that I was talking about. That's like really AP focused, and she has the haunting guys early, which
Landry's is amazing on her. Landry's is almost core on Sejuani because
she has so many slows.
Yeah, she has so many slows, and so whenever she does spell damage, which is pretty frequently, she can just get so much out of her Landry's. Yeah, good. There we go. Nice relic shield. Or sorry, relic shield. Face the mountain. Active to maybe save Ziggs. He might have survived anyways. Oh boy, they're sitting on top of a ward, and Sona really wants to fight.
Yeah, it's kind of giveaway too for them to just clear out that ward really quick. And I mean, I don't know from a strategic standpoint if that's going to have any large implications, but hey,
slows recalls.
You see someone going at you like that. There's probably a ward there. You can clear it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so like one thing that I do all the time when I'm looking at a game, like you look at it and you know how things are going. You see people coming across at around the 20-minute mark. That's when I start to try to calculate all of the advantages that a team has gained. Ooh, not a good play by Lucian right there.
Yeah, he's a bit too crazy right now.
Mm-hmm.
I should not have Skype chats open right now. They're making me laugh too much.
Yeah, that one in particular is just...
You know.
I know. You guys don't on stream.
But shout out to the canoe. So, okay, so advantages you're talking about. What a nice glacial prison!
Gosh.
That's see, there's the follow-up. That is when you Braum ult. You do... Guys... Big key thing, because this fight should be a wipe. Shen's not going to do nearly enough damage, or he shouldn't do enough damage to really get any kills here. Especially not with being stunned up. Braum, ult, never uses engage. That was the time to use it. When you had multiple people stunned and then slowed significantly, it works great. It does not work as an engage tool. And, oh, what a nice Zonya's barely saving Ziggs' life. Probably would have killed him.
Notice that Ziggs built that as one of his first items. Like, I didn't actually pay attention to the build path. I think he built the Athenes first and then the Zonyas, but I'm not sure. Do you know?
I don't know. But it's great versus this AD heavy comp. Yes, great. Zonyas is going to be incredible just for the stats, and then the item itself is really, really good when you have people who want to jump on top of you. But
notice how he got that item as one of his first
purchases. Oh no.
Ooh. That was a close bait. Really good play by Red, actually.
Athenes and Zonyas is what people are saying, which is understandable. That's kind of that makes perfect sense. Like Athenes is kind of very core in a
especially
AP versus it's not AP versus AP matchup actually. So it could have been early Seekers, and I would have been okay with it.
Yeah, either way, I mean, it was, he has 11 kills right now, which I didn't even know he had 11 kills. That's what I was about to talk with my point until, yeah. I was saying around 20 minutes into the game, that's when I personally start to reassess, like, how teams are doing as a whole. Like, I feel like that's 20 minutes, you're out of early game. You're either in the middle of mid-game, or you're basically in mid game, and you go, okay, so what does my team have to do to either capitalize and win now, get back into the game, or just what do we have to do at all? And red team in this instance says, hey, we got a huge lead, 10,000 gold up, we could capitalize on this and take Baron really quick and just, close this thing out. And that's kind of a decision they have to make around that time period and assess your actual strength and power. And then blue team in that instance needs to do that too and say, okay, well, red team's really freaking strong. They could probably take Baron, or maybe we need to ward out a little bit further and be protective, but also defend against certain things like that.
It's difficult for blue's team to really have a good fight. All right, so like this fight could go in Jace's favor. I don't think it will, considering how it started out. But looking at their comp, they're kind of relying on Jace to soften up a team. And similar to when Nidalee was really popular with siege comps, if you're behind, it's really difficult to try to make a big impact and come back from things like that. Nice timing on the stun there. Knowing when this thing is gonna end is very, 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 very useful, because you know when you want to make or fire off your abilities. But you see, like, look how little that did. That was a shock blast through the gate. Like, I know that it's on a tankier target, but when you're this far behind, like, your comp suffers significantly. And it's a comp that needed to be ahead to have a chance of winning this game. And I hate counting out comps, but this is one of those comps that is very difficult to try to play from behind when you're relying on a Jace to do a lot of damage early on, but then the follow-up really isn't that crazy. Like, Eve can come off from the side and try to flank, come in, have a huge impact, but like, as you're seeing, like, these, I mean, they're so far ahead. I don't want to like say that they're misplaying this, because there's not a whole lot they can do.
Right.
But
I feel like
you need to stay ahead. If you're going to play this kind of comp, you have to stay ahead, or at least stay even. And then when you're still even, you have to play the fights and know what kind of comp you have, which is essentially it's not poke. It's not completely poke based, but it relies on it.
Yeah. And even when you look at it and say, okay, yeah, we are behind, and there's certain things that we have to do. Like, what you were doing in that instance is not the traits of a team that's behind would be playing. Going up there and, trying to pick fights one-on-one against the 12-3 AP carry.
It's going to crush
there.
I don't know, Jace, I don't know what you're buying right now. It looks like Infinity Edge, but I know that's not it. Like, Jace doesn't build Infinity Edge. I'm guessing that it was a BF sword early, and then you said, oh crap, I need to build Last Whisper, which is what I hope you were doing, because Last Whisper makes sense here. There's a lot of armor going on the side of red team. And like we said last game, we were saying that's a horrible time to battle Last Whisper. This is a great time for second item Last Whisper. But it's also a mana meme that hasn't even been finished yet. Like, there isn't really a finished item.
And the other thing is that Jace is primarily AD base, and he doesn't have a lot of synergy with attack speed. His W, again, let me go ahead and check his abilities. Hypercharge gives 100% attack speed, and actually I prefer maxing that second as opposed to the Hypergate, just because of the additional damage that comes out from maxing the Hypercharge. So I would maybe go for maxing that second. But still, even then,
this comp, I would say Gate, though. You're up against a team that's going to run onto you. I would say, I'd say it's situational.
Well, the Gate doesn't increase the damage at all.
No. And I'm saying as a disengage tool. You're getting more movement speed for your team, and you have an enemy red team that has Sej, Braum, and Gnar that want to get onto you and not ever leave. Like, it's kind of essentially a area talisman that I think.
I see where you're coming from.
I could see either, though. I could see both.
Yeah. Really, I guess it's just personal preference. My preference is
your preference is to hypercharge. But this is also, guys, the fact that we're discussing this is something you can think about when you're saying, why do I max something? Why do I max this over this? And what are situations where I think this would be better to max? And thinking about it kind of sometimes you might just like say, I don't know how to play this champ. I'll just look at a guide, and that'll give you
Just
like
you
a
flying, yeah.
basic understanding of it. Oh, pacifist. But you can sometimes when you can actually think about why you're building something or skilling a certain way, and if it changes based on comps, it gives you a better understanding of what you're doing with the champ, and I think helps you play it a lot better because you know why you're doing stuff instead of saying, I just need to go up and hook somebody. Brahms killing dragons. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's a mentality that a lot of people kind of look in is just say that you just have to pick this, you have to pick that. The perfect example of a champion where there isn't anything set in stone for doing, only just kind of like following what meta picks people do, is like Kha'Zix. You can justify maxing out almost every ability that he has. I think more primarily people choose, am I going to max the Q or the W first? But really, it's just personal preference and then looking at the scenario that you're given, and what will benefit you more in this scenario. So
you can also switch. You can switch your thoughts. Like you don't have to finish maxing something. Like I think I was playing Thresh earlier today, and I think this fight's gonna go just maybe well for blue, but it could. Okay, now they've gotten off of turret. They should be able to probably crush this fight out now.
See,
there it is. That's the Sejuani ult, and then Gnar into the team. Good play to just kind of displace the entire blue team. And
see. Yeah. Nothing to say. Red's gonna take the win now.
But I was playing a game earlier today where I was playing Thresh, and I think I had started by maxing Q, by maxing the death sentence for the cooldown reduction, because it's kind of his very, very important skill. But at the same time, I decided to kind of switch it midway through because I thought, okay, I need more flay damage, and then I was like, wait, we're getting hurt too much, and I need cooldown on Dark Passage. And so I didn't max anything first. I had like 4-3-4 in my points because I was just prioritizing based on what we needed. And you can changing around isn't always bad because you can have different needs at different points in the game. So Emax got way worse for Jace when no longer reduce cooldown. That's true. Cooldown reduction doesn't, or the cooldown doesn't go down as you max it. But, so yeah, sorry pacifist for ragging on the Ninja Tabby, but we're just trying to make you aware.
Hey, it's not even that I was ragging on it. That was actually a really good point. Was saying later on it could have been more beneficial in team fights. All I'm saying is that in lane matchups like that, you can prioritize certain things before getting the Ninja Taibai in that instance.
And after movement speed was nerfed on boots too, it's really like you don't gain very much in the movement speed sense from upgrading boots anymore. It used to be a lot more. But all right, let me get
really the only boots that I see people max nowadays, like rushing off the start,
Mobies.
are Mobies. Yeah, like just to be able to get to lanes faster. After that, I mean, really, you don't see people getting that as a second item finish anymore, or first item, which is what most people did in that game. So,
all right, we're gonna do one more. I don't know. Are you sticking around for one more, Wally, or no?
Yeah, I can stick around.
Okay, we're doing. This will be the last one for the night, guys. Okay, we'll see if you're recognizing that pacifist. That's awesome. All right, recommendations on Sej. I wish I knew how to play Sej. Like, if we had Declawed on here, he would be like, I don't know if he'd be giving like crazy advice, but he'd probably have something to say about it. I don't play her only time I've played her was in an all for one game when everyone was playing Sej.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple different ways to build Sedge, and that was the AP route that has become really popular lately. And I think that people are just doing that because it's like something niche, something fun, a little different. She's not played competitively, so there's not really a set in stone way that you can like look at a pro and say, oh, like this is what like you're supposed to do, which honestly makes Sedge just so much more fun to watch because you just have so many differing opinions on what is like a viable option. But yet I did actually enjoy like seeing the Sedge play. That was really, really well thought.
I'm trying to think about a few things posted there. I mean, we already talked.
I pulled the chat down on accident, so I haven't caught what they have been saying.
I'm not against Boots of Swiftness there. I'm not. Like, she didn't need Merc Treads in that game. Merc Treads is usually what I default to on a tanky character, but there wasn't enough hard CC that would be really helped by it. Swiftness, trying to stick onto a target, I'm okay with it.